All right. Good morning, millionaires. Let me get a replay, gang, if you're watching the replay.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. All right. Welcome,
Thank you.
LinkedIn. Welcome,
Please announce
YouTube.
yourself.
Hope everybody's feeling good this morning.
All participants are muted.
I know I am.
Entry and exit tones are off.
One of my buddies talks about how life gets better when you get better. So keep getting better, right? And I feel like that's what we're here to do every single morning. For those that don't know, my name's Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach and somebody who's dedicated to helping you go further, faster with less effort. Some of you know, some of you don't, but I was just homeless a few years ago. The fact that I have a multi-million-dollar net worth with no college degree, with no real special skills, really, other than a passion to serve, should really serve as notice that the universe has a perfect accounting system. The universe has a perfect accounting system. You got to serve and then you deserve. And after you have that passion to serve, it starts to put a responsibility on you to improve. It starts to put a responsibility on you to make sure that you keep on moving further, faster with less effort, because after all, people are counting on you. So right now, rep your city. Tune in from all over the country, y'all do every single morning. And I would love to know what cities we got checking in this morning. What kind of business do you have? I know we got a lot of home-based business owners that tune in with us every day. I'm a big believer in the world of the home-based business. I truly believe that everybody has to be an entrepreneur in this day and time. You can't live your whole life waiting on them to lower the inflation rate, because it's never going to happen. Prices do change, but they normally go up. And so you need to have yourself in a position where there's no salary cap. You need to be in position where when you have needs that expand, you can have means that expand. You need more resources to be able to have more impact. Without money, your ability to help people is limited to your physical presence. Well, we got to do something about that. And to me, the home-based business is one of the most incredible ways to do it. And so this morning, what I got for you is 4 stories that you can use as a home-based business owner to be able to lead other people. You with me? I know we got some home-based business owners in the house. I'm giving you 4 stories this morning that you can kind of like jot down that'll allow you to begin to change around the way you deal with your people. You got me, Jamie. You got me, Sade. Hadassah in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Tammy Oda is in the building. What's up, Ezra? All right, y'all. So let's get into it. First, let me ask you, have you ever thought about this? Like, do you want to motivate your team? Do you want to motivate your customers? Right? A lot of times what we have to remember is that facts tell, stories sell. Y'all heard that one before? If you agree with that, put it in the comments and give me a share. Facts tell, stories sell. A lot of times facts go in one ear and out the other, but you still remember stories from your childhood. I bet you still remember stories from elementary school. I bet you your first grade teacher told you a great story. You might not be able to remember 90% of the facts, but the story just keeps on sticking with you. Am I right, Kurt? Yeah, Mr. Thomas checking in. Anybody ever felt that way before? Yeah, Christina? Facts tell, but it's stories that sell. And one thing you're going to learn as an entrepreneur is that it's teamwork that makes the dream work. All right. It's teamwork that makes the dream work. So motivating other people to be able to move in a direction that's going to get them where they want to go is going to be important, right? If you want your team to attend meetings, right? If you want your team to be on webinars, you want them to be on, trainings like this, stories are going to be a big factor. And the best part is that stories engage people. When you're telling a story, all of a sudden people forget about you. They focus on the story. They're now in it. And as the character begins to learn things, we begin to learn things about ourselves, right? Stories are the ultimate form of edutainment. That's when you mix education with entertainment. Millionaires, it's all educational TV. It's just, what is it teaching? If you've been with me for a while, you hear me talk about that sometimes. Sometimes we say, oh, I'm going to let my kids watch educational TV. Check this out. It's all educational. It's just, what is it teaching? Because stories naturally educate people. right? Stories naturally teach us the way we're supposed to act in certain situations. We learn that from stories. So when you motivate your team, just remember, telling them facts is gonna bore the heck out of them, and honestly, they're just gonna slip off into the quiet of the night. They don't even want to hear nothing from you. You know what I mean? Where you really are going to be able to blow yourself up. I suggest you share this with any team members you have. I suggest you kind of like get your squad growing as a leader, because naturally that's going to grow your own empire. Millionaires, I'm going to give you 4 stories that you can use that will allow you to begin to motivate your team. All right, let's say you're trying to help somebody brand new make up their mind. Here's the first story I got for you. You need them to make up their mind right now. You could tell them the story about who makes more money. So it goes like this. Yeah, what's up, Trina? All right, Trina Talks is in the house. All right, so check it out. Check it out. Who makes more money, y'all? The person who owns the company or the employee who works for them? And they're gonna be like, the owner, of course. Now, Mr. New Rep, right? Mr. New Affiliate, you now have the opportunity to own your own business and decide how much money you want to make. Do you want to remain an employee and let your boss decide your earnings? Or do you want to start off with your own business and become a top earning business partner in this company? Right? So you're basically asking them who earns the most between the two of you, right? Who owns the most? Is it the owner of the company or the person that works for them? Who owns the most? The one with no salary cap or the one with a fixed income? And after they answer, you'd be like, well, man, check it out. You have that exact opportunity here. All of a sudden, you're able to decide how much you make. All of a sudden, you're able to decide your own hours. All of a sudden, you're able to decide your own impact. Do you want to start your own business? Or do you want to keep on being on a fixed income while prices change? And every time prices change, they never seem to go down. All right. So that's what we call like a perspective shift. You can take their mind anywhere you want their mind to go with a good story. Am I making sense? Now, what if we want to motivate our team? What if we want to motivate our prospect? What if we want to motivate somebody who needs a little bit more energy to really respect appreciating time with their families? Here's a story we could tell. We could be like, so yeah, man, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way, but what I found after talking to quite a few people, and one situation comes to mind, right? My man decided to get a full-time my man was already working, and then his wife decided to get a full-time job so that she could kind of help with all of the bills, because they just now had started a family. So she gets a full-time job, and now she has to make all these sacrifices, right? Like one, she has to be away from the house 8 to 10 hours a day, right? Because now she's leaving the house at 8, don't get back home until 5 or 6 p.m., right? 7 p.m. Okay. So now housework suffers, meals suffer. Second thing she had to sacrifice, the children no longer have the advantage of a full-time mother at home, right? A full-time parent at home, because this can go for women or men. You hear me? Third, there'll be a less quality time with the children, less quality time with the family, right? Because now the evenings start to get spent catching up on all the household chores, right? See, I saw what we did that. We gave them 3 sacrifices, right? And then we continue the story. But in return for those sacrifices, she finds a job where she's getting paid $3,000 a month. But after deductions, what was she really earning, right? What was she really getting from that? Okay, so $3,000 salary. Look, she got to pay $600 in federal income tax. She got to spend $80 on state income tax. She got to spend $150 on Social Security. You with me? $500 payment on this second car they got to get. $60 in monthly insurance for that second car. $80 of maintenance on that second car. $200 in gasoline to and from work. And now you got to move that up to $300. $600 on the babysitter. right? Got to move that up to $800 now. $100 on the beauty salon or the haircuts, right? $150 for increased wardrobe, right? $80 for insurance deductions. Maybe you need to buy some office gifts this month, okay? $150 for eating at work. If you eat like a peasant, what you got? $20 left to pay bills. Listen to me. $20? That's like 25 cents an hour, something crazy like that. Is it worth 22 days every month, right? 22 days every single month away from your children, away from your family, away from your loved ones, 176 hours of work, not counting the travel time, to make $20? Check this out. With our home-based business, you could easily earn an extra $250 a month, right? In just a few hours a week. You could easily earn an extra $1,000 a month. Not only is it easier, more profitable, not only is it fun, but now you can spend time with your family. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Wouldn't that young mother or that young father prefer to stay home if possible after you tell them that story? Right? When you motivate your team with this type of story, it helps them see the need to be with their family. It helps them stop normalizing all of this sort of like neglect. It allows them to stop normalizing the neglect of their loved ones and put something in place so by this time next year, things can be different. If you don't like your life, you get to change it. You ain't a rock. You ain't a tree. You ain't even a bird that's programmed to fly south every winter. That's programmed to spend this much time in the trees and this much time, right? You get to do what you want. But see, a lot of times we just are trapped in our minds. We don't have anyone helping us with our perspective. We're in a belief trance. You hear me? And these stories are snapping them out of that. What about story number 3 I got for you? Maybe they need to invest in their business more, right? So you ask them a question. You say, do you go out to the club? Do you smoke cigarettes? Do you drink Starbucks? Whatever you think they into, right? We're gonna go with the cigarettes. All right. If you smoke cigarettes, if you smoke a pack a day, that's $70 a week. Or we can go with Starbucks. If you drink Starbucks, right? 2 cups a day is gonna cost you about $80 a week. A cup of Starbucks is probably about, well, we'll say $40 a week. We'll say $40 a week. If a cup of Starbucks is $4 and you get 2 of them a day, that's $8 times 5. That's $40 a week, right? 2 cups of Starbucks a day is going to cost you $40 a week. How many new teammates did that $40 get you? Right? They're going to be like none, right? So why not invest that $160 a month into your business, right? Learn some new skills. Go to the convention. Get the tools you need. Get some yard signs. Get some car magnets. The payoff is huge, right? You're spending the money already. You just want to redirect the money you're spending so you get a better return on your investment. We call that the best investment story. That's the best investment story, right? This is where you start to show them the effects of being a good leader of themselves. Y'all know T.I. got a clothing line called AKOO. It's like AKOO, a king of oneself. You know what I mean? You just show them how to not only increase their own leadership of themselves, but then naturally they'll become a better leader of others. You hear me? That's called the best investment story. And here's the last story about kind of like motivating your team and whatnot. This is like 2 young men is what this one is famously called. If you want to get them kind of thinking about the opportunity they have and make it real common sense for them, you could tell them the 2 young men story, where they're 2 young men, they're best friends, they grow up together, they do everything alike, they go to school together. Now they move to the same city. They both get really good paying jobs in the city. One young dude earns his regular salary. The other dude earns his regular salary, but once a month, he gets $1,000 bonus from his part-time business, right? Which one of them gets ahead quickest financially, right? Which one of them gets ahead financially? The young man who earns the salary plus gets the $1,000 bonus from his part-time business. Y'all see how simple that is? This should at least open the conversation about the opportunity that you're offering, right? It opens the imagination. It opens the interest. Some of your customers never thought about it like this. You know, I know a whole bunch of us are in stuff dealing with personal credit and all of that. Do you realize inflation causes utilization? The more these prices go up, if they used to be broke by the 28th of the month, what's crazy is now they're broke by the 21st of the month. But guess what? They still got to get gas. They still got to get groceries. They still got to stop at Chick-fil-A when the kids start pointing at the right. So what that means is they have to swipe their credit card. Well, once you use more than 30% of your credit card, your score can't be good, right? Because that's utilization. Once you use more than 10% of your credit card, your score can't be great. But once you use more than 30%, your score can't even be good, right? So if you have $1,000 credit card and you're using more than $300 of it, your credit score is in the toilet. We've never seen scores like this at any time in history in the past 70, 80 years, right? But if you aren't helping them understand how simply their life could change with just that extra $1,000, if you aren't helping them see that they are the exact same as one of their friends, they are the exact same as the person they could be, but with an extra $1,000, oh, how much would be different? Some of y'all been making so much money so long that y'all forget, what it felt like to be broke. Some of y'all forget how people could change their lives with an extra $200 a month, an extra $300 a month. There are a lot of people out there that could change their lives with an extra $100 a week. And how dare us not do everything we can to help those people, right? So I hope this was helpful for you. I meant to be running this the whole time, but you can always join our newsletter. Last week's newsletter, we talked to you about how to grow an audience from scratch. So if you get the newsletter and you haven't checked it yet, make sure you go check it out. Every single month, on Wednesdays, we try to do skill set here on Good Morning Millionaire. Y'all notice that? Like on Wednesdays, I always try to give you kind of like a skill. And since we didn't do it last week because we were preparing for Kaizen Academy, I gave you 2 skill set days in a row. Yesterday, I gave you a bunch of questions that you can ask when you're out at these networking events. Now the outside is opening up again, right? And then today, I gave you these 4 stories that you can use to kind of grow your team. Jot them down, say them in your own words, but you get the gist of each of them, right? Story number 4 helps them understand how their life could be so much different if they just had an opportunity, right? Story number 3 talks to them about what their best investment is with some of their disposable income. Story number 2 helps them see the math on being a worker bee versus an owner. And then story number 1 just makes growing into a common sense kind of thing, right? So that was a skill set we just gave you. You were able to work on your storytelling skills. Now you can just start a conversation with a coworker and you got something to play with, right? Well, we do that every week in our newsletter. So mindset, skill set, and heart set. Each newsletter is split into these 3 portions. You're going to get like quotes and book references that maybe you never heard of. Click on all that stuff in there, y'all. Each one of those links is leading you somewhere cool. Like we put a lot of time into that, even though you can read it in only about 7 minutes. So that comes out every Friday at 3:30 p.m. Also, when you join the text message system, you'll get text messages for Obsessed with Success, which is what we do every Wednesday evening. Some of you know, some of you don't. But every Wednesday, we go a little bit more in depth. It's called Obsessed with Success. It's been running probably like 7 years. And tonight we're covering Napoleon Hill's Laws of Success in 16 Lessons. Laws of Success in 16 Lessons. That's what they eventually shrunk down to become Think and Grow Rich. But we're covering that tonight. And you can kind of come kick it with us. But to do that, you need to be a member of the text message system so that we can send you the reminders and stuff, man. Or you need to be a member of the newsletter so that we always able to stay like in concert. But if you just go through all those past newsletters, you will see so many skill set sections that you can combine those things together and do your own trainings, train your team, train your staff, train your salespeople. We really try to put it in a bite-sized portions. So before you know it, you have what you need to lead, baby. So I hope this was helpful. It is affirmation time. It's affirmation time. Let's get it. Call in right now. Repeat after me. We always start with the two most powerful yet shortest words in the whole English language, right? The two most powerful yet shortest words in the whole English language. That's right. That's right. Of course, I'm talking about I am. Of course, I'm talking about I am. Yeah, Venom in the house. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate it, Tammy. That's exactly right. That's right. Which one was your favorite story we told this morning, y'all? Which one was your favorite? Which one was your favorite? Which of the 4 stories are you going to try today? Before we get out of here and start doing I want to know. I want to know. Let me see it in the comments. Which of the 4 stories are you going to try? Even if you remember which one it was, was it the investment story, the 2 men story, the which one earns the most story, right? Which one grabbed you? Which one are you going to try today? All right. Trina said the one with the family. All right. Where you went through the bills and whatnot. Good, good, good. I love that. I love that. Who else? Which was your favorite? Which was your favorite? Let me see it, YouTube gang. Let me see it, Facebook. Which one was your favorite? All right. Tehran said the last one. All right. That's what's up. My man Tehran just opened up a RV vehicle rental joint down in Miami. I'm loving that. Okay, good, Nikki. Damn, I heard that, Trina. Yeah. Y'all see that? A couple people was like, yo, the family, that's my story. Y'all see that? Trina was like that. Hadassah was like that. That's a clue, everybody. Yeah, yeah. Just run through that thing. Rewatch it on YouTube, Queen. Rewatch it on YouTube. Who earns the most was Christina's favorite. All right. Chanel's like the first one with the wife working outside the home making $20 a month. Ain't that cold, Chanel? Okay. The 2 young men story. All right, good. Good, good, good. All right, so use them. I'm taking that as a commitment. I'm taking that as a promise. All right. Repeat after me. Let's get it. I am so happy and grateful that money